ago, when the moon still shone brighter than firelight, there lived a man named Lothar in the peaceful village of Okino. He loved his wife, Isioma, with a love as steady as the evening star. Their home was full of laughter, yet one blessing was missing: a child. After 6 years without a child, Lothar yielded to the pressure of elders and tradition. He married a second wife, Nneka, though his heart never left Isioma. This wounded Nneka deeply, and from that wound grew jealousy, a seed that always bear bitter fruit. Nneka gave birth to a baby girl not long after she was married. She hoped motherhood would secure Lothar's heart, but his affection for Isioma remained unshaken. Soon after, destiny smiled on Isioma, and she bore a son, strong, healthy, and full of promise. People celebrated her. Nneka was jealous. The jealousy in her heart became a raging fire. A son, an heir, that means trouble. In a nearby kingdom called Adusa, the king sought a son to inherit his throne because all his children were daughters. The word spread that he would adopt a newborn boy from any family willing to give. When Nneka heard about this, her jealousy found the path it needed. And one quiet morning, as Isioma stepped out to have a bath, Nneka stole her 6-day-old baby boy and sold him to the representatives from Adusa village, pretending he was her own. "I can't take care of him," she told them. "I could barely survive. Now take him and give to your king. I willingly give him out for adoption." Thus began this long sorrow of Isioma and Lothar. They searched and searched for years. They
We'll find
cried
him.
until even the earth
I'll
beneath
protect
them
you.
felt their pain. But the child was gone. What could have happened? Who took him? Where did he go? Nneka just laughed each day when she saw Isioma cry. Time passed so quickly. Nneka gave birth to another daughter and named her Adora. And so did Isioma. She had a baby girl, Kamsi. Nneka didn't think much about it because a daughter isn't an heir, and her two daughters wouldn't have anything to worry about, seeing that their step sibling is a girl too. And the household continued. But the wound of loss never healed. Years rolled by like the seasons. The stolen child grew into Prince Ikem of Adusa. He was noble and he was favored by all. When it was time for him to marry, the king told him, "We will find a maiden from a noble family and will make sure that she becomes your bride." But Prince Ikem said, "I have seen a maiden. Her name is Adora. I saw her in Okino market. She is so beautiful. She hasn't left my thoughts since the day I saw her." Wow, the king was excited. "At least you have found a bride. We need to go to her family." The king sent some representatives to go and inform Lothar that the king will be coming with his entourage to pay the bride price of his daughter Adora. Nneka was so happy. She bragged in the market. She scorned her co-wife Isioma. "Whose daughter is going to be the princess now and a future queen? My daughter." She was so proud. Unknowing to her, her pride will lead to her downfall. The kings and villagers gathered in Lothar's compound to honor the prince's intention. As the prince stood before the people, the king signaled him to go and greet Lothar, his soon-to-be father-in-law. Prince Ikem walked up to Lothar, who was standing with his beautiful wife Isioma. The prince bowed slightly to greet them, and Isioma noticed a birthmark on his neck. The same birthmark that is identical to the one on her husband Lothar's neck, also identical to the birthmark on her missing son. She shook. Her cry pierced the air. The king was worried. Why is she crying? He asked further to ascertain what the problem was. She said, Prince Ikem carries the same birthmark as my missing son. The king of Adusa was shocked. He summoned the man who had brought the child years ago. Before the man could finish speaking, Nneka arrived, dressed proudly, ready to present her daughter as the future queen. The man pointed at her instantly. There is she. That is the woman who gave us the child. Silence fell everywhere like a heavy cloth. The villagers who gathered, they gasped, and they were in shock. Lothar shouted, What? Nneka, you sold my son? How wicked of you! Nneka trembled, while Adora wept. She could have married her brother. The crowd murmured like a disturbed forest. The truth could no longer hide. Nneka was taken to the dungeon because the king asked her to be taken far away from the home she had poisoned. Prince Ikem embraced Isioma and Lothar, his biological parents, tears flowing for the years stolen from them. He welcomed Kamsi as his true sister, and he comforted Adora, who had nearly married her own stepbrother without knowing. Peace returned. Love healed. Destiny corrected what jealousy tried to break. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more. What did you learn from this story? Please drop it in the comment section. Jealousy is bad. It is evil. It can kill. And it can lead people to do things they never imagined that they ever would. So in whatever you do, be genuinely happy for everybody. Be genuinely happy for people when good things happen for them, because what goes around comes around.